for that.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Lifewave presentation for Tuesday, the 22nd, 23rd. What's the date today?
22nd.
22nd. For the 22nd of October. Welcome to everybody who is here, and welcome to everybody who watches the presentation later on. Cool.
Indeed.
So my name is Jenny Watkins. I am based in Kommetjie in Cape Town. I got introduced to Lifewave over a year ago and did absolutely nothing until March, April this year. And since then, every single day, I become more and more excited about the future of this company and the future for myself and the people that I speak to about Lifewave and how Lifewave has the possibilities to change your life in terms of your health and in terms of your finances. So welcome to everybody. I'm now going to hand over to Deb, and she's going to lead us through the first half of the presentation.
Hello to you all, wherever you are. It's lovely to have you here, and welcome to Lifewave. And tonight, this evening, we're going to speak about X39, which is their flagship product. I am, like Jen said, I'm Deb, and I have been in the performing arts my entire life. And just a quick story about Lifewave. I've been patching. Last year, I went through quite a lot of stuff with my back. They wanted to operate. I said, absolutely not. I have degeneration in my spine, which is to be expected. With, having been a dancer in the 80s with big hair, high heels, and just let's go, 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 go. So our bodies all took a hit. All of our bodies took a hit. And I'm just grateful for the product, because here I am last year lying on my back in October, flat on my back, crying my eyes out in absolute pain with an epidural in my back and the doctors wanting to schedule back surgery. And I'm like, no. That's not going to happen. You're not putting a knife to me anywhere in my back. Absolutely not. And I'll figure this out. So I was on very, very high dosages of nerve blockers, which was Lyrica, and anti-inflammatories. Anyway, I'm going to cut a very long story short. I patched on and off, wasn't completely dedicated to it. I saw some results, but I wasn't in the mindset. And it was so amazing that this year in February, around February, March, I started patching every single day. Came winter, I took to my bed because I did an incredibly huge detox. Huge. I gave up cigarettes, vaping, alcohol, and all my anti-inflammatories and nerve medication. I decided if I'm going to do this, we're going to do it all in one. So anyway, one day, about 3 months ago, where are we now? October already. Yeah, around about the end of July, I got out of bed. And because I'd been lying in bed, I was incredibly depressed and upset and anxiety ridden and what have you, and just doing lots of work on myself. I got out of bed with no pain. It's like, what? I've got no pain at all. Nothing. No anti-inflammatories, no nerve medication, copious amounts of water and electrolytes, but no pain. So I got up. I got busy. I was like, the only thing that I have changed here is wearing a patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. 12 hours on. I put them by my toothbrush so I don't forget. Brush the teeth, patch on. And everything started to change. Everything started to change. My shoulders are down. My neck isn't sore anymore. My knees aren't sore. My back isn't sore. I can start to dance again. I have gone back to body therapy and I am jumping. I haven't jumped off 2 feet in a couple of years, and I'm jumping off 2 feet and I'm landing, and I've had to work my body differently. So this is something absolutely amazing for us. And there's a lot about stem cells I did not know. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I learned about all of this. And Jenny will tell you, and I don't know if any of you were there, but we were on the most amazing conference that they had this past weekend. It was spectacular, and the excitement that I have for this company and the respect that I have for our CEO and inventor, David Schmidt, is enormous. This man wants everybody to be healthy. That's what he wants, and healthy in a way that your body does it through phototherapy, no drugs, it's just wonderful. So I'm excited to present with Jenny tonight. So Jen, let's go to the first slide. Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you here, my honey. Let's go to the first slide. So the big thing is, have you patched? Because this patch will elevate, activate, and regenerate your stem cells, which we'll learn about in a couple more slides. It activates the copper peptide, which activates the stem cells. So we'll see that later on. And we are part of This Is It team, which is amazing. Check this out.
Ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. Lifewave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
It's truly fantastic if you think about it, that our own bodies with a little tiny patch can repair and restore so much. This is an affordable stem cell reactivation technology in a patch, so we like to call it wearable technology. And why not? So this is our CEO, and honestly, guys, he is just a fantastic human. He's got over 100, I think it's over 180 patents on this right now. Hey, Jen? Yeah. He's a scientist and inventor. He's just an incredible human being. He specializes in age reversing, not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And in 2008, when stem cells were the big buzzword, he had other patches before this, but in 2008, he started going really, really hard and working hard to find out what is going on with all these stem cells. And it took a recent patent, this X39 took them 10 years and 4.5 million to bring to market, which is amazing. So we all know what a patent is. It's all there to protect your product. And this, you cannot have a patent if it's not proven, if the patent isn't proven to do what it says it's going to do. So this proved that it has a result of elevating the copper peptide, including activation of the stem cells, improving your energy, elevation, it improves everything, especially the reduction in inflammation, which most of us have in our bodies anyway. We do have inflammation in our bodies. That's a given if we're living in this world, eating the food that we are, and all the rest of it, and management of pain, and of course, the elevation of collagen production, which is amazing, and improved wound healing. And I'm here to tell you that I work with very sharp knives when I'm cooking. And honestly, I cut myself often. And recently I cut myself and I just put a plaster on, and the next day it's gone. I'm like, okay, let's go. It's exciting. So I don't know if you know this, but I didn't know this. And now I do know this, and it makes a huge difference to me. So, when kids fall, they've got hundreds of millions of stem cells. So when kids fall, when young kids fall under the age of, young kids, their scratches and stuff heal very, very quickly because the stem cells are working. When you get to 30, only half the stem cells are working. So then you start seeing the eyes and the hair and feeling older, and the neck and hands, everything all starts going. You get to 60, factory closed, thanks very much, adios, goodbye, deal with it on your own. Well, no, now we've got this. Now we have X39, which is amazing because it's stimulating the copper peptide in our bodies, which is stimulating the stem cells. And it's a proprietary form of phototherapy, as you saw in the little clip that we showed you earlier. And it is a patented nanocrystal technology. So in the little disc that you get, there's little nanocrystals there. And all it does is reflect the light to activate. It's non-transdermal. You stick it on. If some people sometimes get a little reaction to the adhesive that's on there, no worries, put it on your clothes. It still works. It's not a problem. If you've got a belt on, put it on the belt. It'll still work. And there's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. So I don't know, man. It's not invasive. It's fab. I can attest to, next slide, thanks, Chika. Goeie, lekker. So I can attest to most definitely all of this. The increased strength, definitely. The reduced inflammation, completely 100%. My stamina's, I don't need extra energy, but I have it now. So my stamina's better, my energy, my vitality, my mental clarity, the brain fog is gone. The brain fog is gone. I'm up every morning. I do my morning routine, and there's just no fog. It's ridiculous. So this is a big one for me, restored muscle and skeletal conditions. This is a very big one for me because that's exactly what has happened with my lower back and the nerve pinching in there. I don't have that pain anymore. So yeah, improvement of sleep. Well, I sleep like a bomb anyway, so that's fabulous. And my skin looks pretty good. So I'm feeling good. So this is here to achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social. It helps with anxieties as well. It's going to go into your body wherever it's going to go. We can't predict that if you've got a sore knee, that's where it's going to go. It's probably going to go to your liver or your heart or your lungs or your skin or your eyes or your hair as well. It just goes where it needs to go. Okay, how do you wear this patch? You wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off. We don't throw our patches away. I put mine on my dog. Actually, she doesn't like it on, so I put it in her bed, and it still activates there. You can put a new patch on every single day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. There are supplementary patches as well, guys. Tonight we're talking about X39, but there are supplementary patches, and you can wear more than one of those patches at any time. So X39 daily, and then you can supplement and add where you need to do. And of course, water, water, water. And I just wanted to let you know, electrolytes are incredibly important. If you can get the sugar-free one, or what I've chosen to do is actually just eat Celtic salt. I don't know if you guys know about Celtic salt. CELTIC salt. It's absolutely delicious. I use it all the time. It's like candy. So I've been using my Celtic salt everywhere. Long-term results. These were done with case studies on thisisit.info.com, which we will share with you with absolute pleasure. That is our team. Our team is This Is It team, which Jen will talk about later. In the first couple of days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Just take that in. 4,000 genes begin to reset. So after 6 weeks, the brain becomes more balanced. After 3 months, your collagen is starting to increase and get amazing results. This is my favorite. Within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. I'm sorry, what? Your heart reverses in age. It is not anti-aging, it's age reversing, which David Schmidt has said. And I'll tell you something, the man looks outstanding for his age, and he's got stamina, and he's yeah. He suggests a 90-day protocol, which is absolutely correct, because, you know, some people take longer. There are those that have a 1-day patch wonder. There are those that have a week. Everybody's different. Your DNA is different to mine, Jenny's, Beverly's, Haley. Everybody's different. So the results are different. The most important thing is to stay hydrated, because it's just important. The lack of hydration will reduce the effectiveness of the patch. So it's very important to drink lots of water. And something that I also know, and I'll just share with you, not to gulp your water, to take little sips all the time, like during the day. You gulp the water, it just goes straight through. So just little sips all the way, all day long, so that you've got this rehydration through your body and allowing your patch to work in the way it's intended to work. This is our team, and I could not be prouder to be on this team. There are people on this team who I am completely blown away with their results, the way they are, who they are, what they represent, where they've come from, their stories. On this website, you will find information about, there are testimonials, all this kind of thing. You can screenshot it if you like, guys, or just write it down. This is itinfo.com. Go there, watch the videos, play around, see how you like it, and then contact the people who invited you and let them get you started. Here's your topography map of a 77-year-old woman that had X39 on the back of her neck. So you can see in session 1, she's got absolutely there's no X39 at all. And this is how she started. So this is the inflammation of her brain, and she had lack of brain coherence. Session 2, 3 weeks on, 3 weeks, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, lots of water, electrolytes, no more inflammation, improved brain coherence. You can see the colors. The red is completely inflamed, and now there's no red in session 2. Session 3, 6 weeks on X39, complete turnaround, better brain coherence. Her brain was hyperactive when she came in. She calmed down, guys. Everything calmed down, and it remained calm wearing the patch for 6 weeks. So this is a 77-year-old woman. Okay, just bear that in mind. And you will see what your stem cells are doing. We have amazing testimonials. I honestly, my testimonial for me obviously is phenomenal, because I can walk, and my dancers that I work with cannot believe what's going on. So these are pictures of before and after. The one on the left-hand side is the guy's back and shoulders. If you're working at a computer, you probably got a little information over there. Also driving long distances, 30 minutes, inflammation reduction, 30 minutes. The guy on the left or the woman on the left, 30 minutes. Look at the bottom picture. This is a person's gut on the right, before and after, 30 minutes. My favorite photograph on the right over here with the hands. This woman, this woman's inflammation went down in 30 minutes. She didn't even patch herself. She just held it. She held it in her hand for 30 minutes. I ask you, with tears in my eyes. Yeah. So I would like to know if anybody has any testimonials they would like to share. Jen, I know you have one. Malika, Cynthia, who's willing to share tonight? Go, Jen. Jen.
Okay, I'll go. So whoever would like to share, you don't have to go on camera. We're quite happy if you just go on audio, that's fine. So I started patching properly in the end of March, beginning of April. And I don't really have any serious issues with my body. The reason why I started with X39 is because when I heard that you don't have many stem cells active in your body from the age of 30, I was going, oh, I'm about to turn 60. Sorry, you still have stem cells at 30. Don't panic. It's when you get to 60. Okay. Oh, that's a bit of a misquote. When you get to the age of 60, you have hardly any stem cells. And that was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to turn 60. I need to start looking at taking care of my body because there's still a lot I want to do. Physically, I want to go climb mountains and find gorillas and carry on horse riding, etc., etc. So I started in March, April. But the one thing that I did have going on with my body is was menopause, and I was getting night sweats, hot flushes that were they were actually quite painful because they would start in the heels of my feet and they would burn all the way through my body. That at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, especially in summer, it was like, okay, I've got to go and take a heat break because one, it's hot, and two, I'm burning from the inside out. I was also in December, I started waking up at night with a racing heart and feeling like I had anxiety, which was new, which I found out is also a symptom of menopause, which I didn't know at the time, but found out later. Stiffness in the body, and also struggling with weight. So when I started with X39, probably 90%, if not more, of the symptoms disappeared within 2 weeks. I was using one of the supplementary patches as well. I still get hot flushes, but they're so quick that I'm like, oh, hot flush, oh, it's gone. It's like that fast, and very few. And they for sure are not burning my feet anymore, which is such a relief. The waking up at night with racing heart has stopped. The stiffness mostly has left my body. And what was the other thing? Oh, no more night sweats. So I'm very grateful because it has made a big difference for me. Cool. Who else would like to share?
I can tell you also, just to add on to that, Jen, you know, the X39 is their flagship product for sure. And it will go, your body will know where it's going to go. You can't target something. We can say, okay, you've got a stiff neck or whatever, that's fine. We can put X39 on, but it's going to do other things as well. So my blood pressure was checked. My cholesterol was checked before I did all of this because I was with doctors with my back. And so they knew what was going on. Recently, I had it all done again, and it's all completely normal. So we don't know what's going on inside our bodies, you know? And it's just wonderful to be able to have a little tiny patch that I put on that's doing stuff that I don't need to actually take a pill, rub a cream on, blah, 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 blah. Just understand there is nothing like X39 on the market. You've got all the other, there's lots of other things to do, but there is nothing like this on the market. So without further ado, let's keep going.
Maybe we can, yeah. And also, what if we can tell the story about Olga and Harvey's son? So Olga and Harvey are upline to us, and they got introduced to X39 by a friend. And what happened was their son at the time, I think, was about 9 or 10 years old and autistic, and the inflammation in his brain was not allowing the communication to go from his brain down to his limbs. So if he wanted to swing on a swing, he had to be pushed. If he wanted to be on a bicycle, they had to pedal for him. He was very frustrated. He was head banging, nonverbal. They couldn't really go anywhere with him. It was quite restrictive for them to, and it was quite hard. It's quite hard to take care of someone like that. Anyway, they had him on X39. Somebody sent them a patch. They had rewind. They'd done some other stem cell therapy. They'd gone for stem cell injections. I think they'd done it twice. It cost over $10,000 to do, and they had to travel to go and do it. So it was quite a big expense. And it ended up that it didn't really make that much difference. Then a friend of theirs sent them these patches and said, hey, why don't you try the patch? So Olga put the patch on herself, and she said, okay. She woke up the next morning. She says, okay, I'm not dead, so let's try. So she started patching her son. And one day she and Harvey were standing in the kitchen drinking coffee, and they looked out the window and they could see their son, Alex, swinging on the swing. And they're going, well, like, who's pushing him? Because they know that the other kids are upstairs, and then they realized he was actually swinging himself. And then a few weeks later, he pointed at a stationary bicycle, and they put him on the stationary bicycle, clipped his feet in, and he started pedaling on his own. So you can imagine how life-changing this has been for them. And now he's able to travel with them around the world. He goes to restaurants with them, and he started to make sounds. So he's starting to be verbal too. So it's very exciting technology. And now because they feel so blessed, they are very focused and committed to sharing X39 and Lifewave with the world. So that's a beautiful story. I love that story.
Me too. As a parent,
Hi.
you know, you just want the best for your children.
Yeah.
Hi, Jane and Deb. Can I please share one of
Yes.
our new brand partners? So I've actually had, like, I'm going to say a one patch wonder, right? Because he's had such remarkable results. And we obviously know that not everybody has these type of results. But a friend of mine that's recently joined the company, the business, he's actually been suffering from like extreme pain throughout his body for probably the last 30 years. Okay. He has, I mean, at one point in his life, he was taking about 17 pills 3 times a day. Okay. And just to reduce the pain, you know, all of these type of things, or whatever the case may be. And he's obviously tried various other things over the years to try and, you know, get like feel better throughout his body and all of those type of things. And after the very first day of him patching, he literally was already feeling relief in certain parts of his body that he has been having pain for literally the past 30 years. And he couldn't believe that, you know, just by putting this patch on, that this was, you know, like what happened. And obviously now it's probably about a month now that he's been patching. Okay. And he regularly gives me like updates just in terms of, you know, like what's now been changing and, you know, where he's gotten relief and all of these type of things. And I think the things we obviously take for granted, right, is the fact that he has actually shared with me that a simple thing like carrying grocery bags or shaving or taking the stairs, right, used to be something that was quite a painful process for him because of his entire body being in constant pain, you know. And he actually shared just yesterday, he was saying to me, you know, that like now even the pain in his back, he can feel is actually getting so much better, you know, and he's not having pain any longer in certain parts of his body, completely gone now, right? And he just, which I thought was absolutely amazing and testament to just how amazing the technology of this patch is, right? He says, "Thank you so much, Malika, for introducing me to this. You've changed my life in infinite ways. It's profound, the impact you've had," you know. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, but it's not me, it's the patch. You're wearing the patch, you know. And the thing was, he said, well, if you didn't introduce me to this product, I would have never known about it. You know,
This is
so
big love.
yeah. So
Sure.
absolutely mind-blowing. He literally, for him, this has been life-changing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just one of the testimonials I thought I'd share this evening with you guys.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you. Yeah. I think it's like, you know, if you share the information with a few people and you change just one person's life, it's worth it. You know? And I love that story. You know the story with the starfish, where the starfish like got stranded on the beach, and this guy's walking down the beach and he's throwing the starfish back into the sea, and there's like hundreds of them, and somebody walks past and said, "Why are you doing that? There's so many, you're never going to get them all back in time." He says, "It's not going to make any difference." And he said, "Yes, but it's going to make a difference to that one."
Yeah.
So I love that story. It's such a cool analogy. So thank you. Cool. Should I carry on?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's
Good.
do it.
Okay, there your befores and afters. And we just done all our testimonials.
Okay.
And
Here
you're
we
it,
go.
then.
I'm up. Okay, so that is how we've chatted about X39 and the benefits of X39. And now we're going to chat to you about the business side of things and also how to get started. So when somebody wants to enroll and get their own ID number with Lifewave, which means they have their own account and that they can now place their own orders and they will get the patches delivered directly to their house. This is the page that they need to get to. So there are 3 enrollment options. The first one is called Core. And with a Core enrollment, you get either 3 sleeves of X39 or 3 sleeves of X49 or a mix and match, or 6 sleeves or any other patch, but you can mix and match them. So you could say, for example, get 2 X39 and 2 of the Aeons that work with inflammation. We will discuss the other patches with you in a follow-up meeting. We're not going to really go into that too much detail with that now, but you basically know that we say to people, what do you want to address first with your health of your body? And where do you want to start financially? And that's how we figure out which enrollment kit is going to suit you the best. So it's basically we meet you where you're at. If you sign up on advanced, then you get 6 sleeves of X39 or X49 or 12 sleeves of any other patch, or you can mix and match. And on the premium, you get 20 sleeves of Lifewave of X39 or X49, or you get 40 sleeves of the other patches and you can mix and match those. Now, the advantage of signing up on Core, Advanced, or Premium is that you get discounts on the patches. So now So why would you, if you want to create this as a business for yourself, why would you like to start this as a business? What is important to you? Is it to have more time with your family? Would you like to have more holidays or more time off or be able to get home earlier? I remember when I worked in corporate, it was very much get up in the morning, get dressed, go to work, come home, eat, go to bed, get up in the morning, get dressed, go to work, come home. And it wasn't very much family time during the week because it's always like you come home in the evening, dinner, homework, whatever. And then weekends, there's like things that you have to do. You got to go shopping or fix things in the house. So what is important for you? Would you like to spend more time with your family? Or are you looking for more time freedom? So would you prefer to maybe only work 2 or 3 times a week, which is a possibility nowadays with lockdown and everything? I think a whole lot of ways that people are working have changed up. Would you prefer to start consulting? So instead of working full time, would you like to be a consultant? Or what is it that you would like to have as your life? Would you like more financial security? I think this is really important for a lot of people nowadays who have been through different things. If you are employed, you know that sometimes companies go through restructures or something can happen financially, so you don't have job security, or you have your own business and you perhaps have a lockdown and then you can't trade. There's all kinds of things that can, in your external environment, that can impact on a job or a business. So what if you can have a business where you have more financial security? Would you like to travel more? Obviously, would you like better health? You know, when somebody doesn't have health with their body, it can affect your life in a way that it can be demotivating perhaps, or you end up spending a lot of time going to doctors or appointments or physios or things like that. So is health important to you? Or would you like to have less debt? Do you have a bit of debt that you need to take care of and you would prefer to be out of debt? What is it that's important to you? So what I would suggest is after this call tonight, maybe write down 10 things that if time and money were not an issue, what would you be doing with your life? Because most of us would, if time and money were not an issue, we would probably, most of us, be doing something different to what we're doing now. So start writing that down so that you can get very clear on what you would like this business to do for you. Now, if you do start a business with Lifewave, you become a Lifewave brand partner, you obviously want to know that the company that you're partnering with is financially sound and successful. So Lifewave in 2024 is now a 20-year-old company. It went from a $20 million company in 2021 to $320 million in 2022 and $430 million in 2023. This year, it's on track to doing over $600 million. And next year, it's on track to doing $1 billion. And Lifewave have already got themselves geared up to be able to go into production that they can handle up to $4 billion of turnover. So this company is very geared for growth. They are, how can I put it? They're very geared for growth and very innovative. So there are a lot of new products coming down the pipeline as well in the future that are very exciting. Lifewave operates in over 75 countries around the world, which means you can have a global business. And the beauty of it is you can have a global business from your home. This is what I love about this, is like, if I have a look at my existing business, I was employed, and that had its own limitations in terms of you get 3 weeks leave a year, and you can't really earn more than what you're earning every month. You have a fixed salary every month. And then I went into getting self-employed and going, oh, this is going to be so cool. I'm going to be able to increase my income. And then a whole lot of other challenges came with that, with like lots more overheads and things like that when I have to travel, et cetera, et cetera. So what I loved about Lifewave is the business model. When I looked at it, I'm going, okay, it doesn't cost a lot to get started. There's no overheads. All the marketing material, all the training, everything you need is provided to you for free. You don't have to pay for it. My other business, I have to pay hundreds of thousands of rands to stay licensed in my other business. And this one is like everything's offered for free. So you pretty much just need a Wi-Fi and your phone, or a Zoom account and your laptop. And pretty much that is it. And be willing to speak to people. And then the other advantage to this is it's not a Me Too product like most companies. So we are not in competition with any other company, because there's no other company that has this product. And because everything is protected by patents, therefore nobody else can actually take this technology and develop it for themselves. So you have got the backup of a sound company. It's been in business for 20 years. It is growing at the most phenomenal rate. They are geared for the future. Like, we can't even express to you what we learned over the weekend about how this company is geared up for the future, and that you have no competition. And also, it's global, and you get paid in dollars, and you get paid weekly. And it's like, I'm a little excited about this business, as you can tell.
Ticks all
So
the boxes, success.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a business model for, I'm going to say, the man in the street. You don't have to have a big degree. You don't have to have any experience. You don't even have to have a good college or university education. Do you know what I mean? Anybody can do this. So Lifewave is now ranked as the #1 momentum company in the world as per businessforhome.org. And as you can see how their income has increased from the 50 million in 2018 all the way up to, I'm not sure, million to 369 million. But as you can see, we have, we've already talked about this. Cool. This is its team. This is the name of the team that we are working with. It's led by Steve and Gina Merritt. And their growth actually exceeded Lifewave's growth in 2023. They are the biggest team in the world with Lifewave. And they are pretty motivated to taking care of their team members. So as we watched David Schmidt a lot this weekend in the conference, he's an incredible man. He's very, I'm going to say he's guided. He's for sure guided. And with the information and the genius that and the things that he comes up with is just amazing. So he says, so just going to move the faces to the other side. You have an incredible opportunity before you today. The opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. So he did say over the weekend, and hopefully I get this correct. He says, when you infuse light into the body, you raise the consciousness. When you raise the consciousness, you increase the love. When we can introduce people to this patch and their consciousness is expanding and the love expands, we are actually changing the world. And it's not just health and wealth. It's actually the consciousness that when people have this vibration, this energy that we can put out into the world, we do change the reality on planet Earth. So for entrepreneurs, this is a dream come true. An established company with cutting edge science, over 100 patents, with no competition, you pretty much are in the right place at the right time with the right product. So the compensation plan works like this. So if you can obviously join and get your own account and order your products. If you desire to create a business, this is how the compensation plan works. So if you're willing to talk to people and share the information about Lifewave with others, you start building a team. And it's called a binary system where you build a left team and you build a right team. And what happens is you'll introduce one person, you put them in your left team, you introduce another person, you put them in your right team. And then you go left and right and left and right. Now, the people in your left team, they start introducing people, they start a left team, and they have a right team and a left team and a right team. And so the teams grow and grow and grow, but everybody benefits from one of those legs because everybody's building into the leg and the volume passes up. And then the right leg, the people in the right leg benefits and the volume passes up to that person. And the potential here is that you can earn up to $25,000 per week from this binary system. Now, in the beginning, you're going, well, that could be too good to be true. But we know people that are already earning more than this from Lifewave. Olga and Harvey are already earning way more than this, and they've only been doing this for 2 years. So it just shows the potential of this business. Then there are matching bonuses. Excuse me while I can leave you on the left-hand side. Don't worry, you can stay there. Just stay there, don't move. So the matching bonuses are where you have unlimited income potential. So the people you personally sponsor is your first level. And every time, maybe I need to explain a little bit more about the cycle bonus. So every time you have 330 business volume on your left leg and 660 business volume on your right leg, it could be the other way around too, you will earn $50 for each cycle. So every time you increase the volume, you earn $50, and that all adds up. And that's how you earn the cycle bonuses. And the maximum you can get to is $25,000 per week. Really, so terrible being paid weekly. Then the matching bonuses are the unlimited income potential. So as the people that you've personally introduced on the first level, they start receiving the cycle bonus of $50, you will receive an additional bonus of 25% of the $50, which is $12.50, when you've reached the level of manager. When you start earning 6 cycles as a manager, and we will expand on all this terminology and how this all works. We have a weekly meeting on Wednesdays at 7, which is like an orientation meeting where you can come and ask questions, and we'll get more into how this all works so that you can understand it. This is really just an overview. But the second level is you've introduced somebody, it's your first level, and they've introduced somebody, which is their first level, which is now your second level, and you earn 20% matching bonus when that level starts earning cycle bonuses. And then when you get to director level and above, you start earning on the third level when you have 10 cycles of cycle bonuses going through your business. So it looks a little bit complicated right now, but basically you will earn bonuses, you earn cycle bonuses on the volume, you earn matching bonuses when other people start earning cycle bonuses, and it's all geared to us building teams and being willing to help people in our teams become successful. That's how the compensation plan is worked. It's very different to if you work in a company where you're all little worker bees, all making money for the shareholder or the owner of the company. This works the other way around. The people that introduced you are actually going to work for you and with you to make sure that you're successful, which is a really nice business model to be involved with too. Cool. So now when you sign up, as you can see on Core, sorry, you guys are in the way again. Hold on. I'm moving you to the right. Don't get dizzy now. So on Core, your sign up price is $295 for your 3 sleeves of X39, or if you mix and match. When you, depending on which country you're in, you got to add in a delivery fee and then add on your tax. In South Africa, we add on $7.50 for delivery, which is really not a lot of money for delivery. And then you add on 15% tax. So whenever you're doing an order, please remember to add on, at the end of the day, you're going to be adding on $7.50 plus your tax. Now, as you can see, if you work this out, we're not going to do that now. If you go on the advanced package, then you get 6 sleeves of X39 or you mix and match, but your price is less. So I think this is, if I remember correctly, so instead of paying $99 for a sleeve of X39, you will pay, I think it's $92 if you're on the advanced, and if you're on premium, then you get a bigger discount. So that is the advantage of going on core, advanced, or premium, is because you get discounts on your sleeves. Just to give you a bit of a perspective, 1 sleeve of X39 is 30 patches. That's a month's supply, including VAT and delivery, works out at about 74 Rand per day. So it's 74 Rand per patch, more or less. I paid 55 Rand for a cappuccino today. It's like, wow, I like nearly paid the same amount for stem cells today in my cappuccino. And I just like to give you a bit of a perspective when people say, oh, but it's so expensive, but actually it's not. It's just over the price of a cappuccino per day. So I think that's pretty remarkable that you can get that much potency in a patch for that price. Cool. So when you get a link to sign up and create your account with Lifewave, this is the page you're going to get to. So you'll click on the link and you're going to see this page. So you can see here that there is a starter kit option as well. So if for some reason you're not ready for the $295 package, you can sign up for $25. You don't get any products for the $25, but what you can do is you can order at 1 sleeve or 2 sleeves of X39 or something else. So you can do a product order with this, because when you sign up for $25, you get your account, so you can order products. Just remember that as you go from core to advanced, when you get to advanced, they waive the $25 joining fee, and obviously the price reduces for the volume. So that's just to give you that information of what this is, what your enrollment kit page looks like on the website. Then, like I said earlier, all the training, all the resources, all the testimonials, everything you need to build this business has already been put onto websites for us. This is itinfo.com, is the website we use when we're introducing people to Lifewave and X39. You just send this link to people and then they can go and do the research. They can see all the patents, they can watch the videos, you can see how X39 works, they can see the video on phototherapy, etc. And then once you've joined, you get this website. This is it, team. And on this website is where your presentations are, all the testimonials are, everything you need in terms of training is on that website. And this is what Steve and Gina Merritt have set up for everybody. And then obviously on your Lifewave website, there's also a lot of marketing resources and videos and things on the Lifewave website as well. So like I said, you don't have to spend money on marketing or getting anything ready or have to create websites or anything like that. When you join, you will get a link you'll get your own unique link with Lifewave. So you'll have like your own website with Lifewave, which is pretty cool. And then Lifewave and This Is It team have regular conventions and trainings around the world. We've just had one this weekend, was amazing. David Schmidt shared a lot about his vision for the future and what he's creating for the future, which we can share with you at a later stage. And then that's obviously David Schmidt. And then with Candace, so Candace introduced myself and Deb to this business. And she also introduced Merle to the business. So Merle is a senior presidential director. So is Candace. I think they did this in like 18 months. They were actually pretty phenomenal. That is Gina Merritt, who is the leader of This Is It team. And then here, that is Meredith, and she's the president of Lifewave. So this is the end of our presentation. We're going to end off with a video. We will then stop the recording, and then if anybody has any questions, you can ask us some questions.
It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of Lifewave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science for big pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor. Anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, Lifewave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer.
There is absolutely no competition. You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and Lifewave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch, and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries, distribution in over 100, and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, Lifewave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about Lifewave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger. Everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy. wants to get rid of pain.
And Lifewave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
Lifewave gave my children their mother back. When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with Lifewave, see what change that made into people's lives, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with Lifewave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to Lifewave. Whatever you do, though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building Lifewave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
I love this.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to stop the recording now.